are painting midnight shadows on my ceiling. Every thought of you has a heavy kind of feeling. Streetlights through the curtains cast a lonely hue. Everything around me turns into blue. The clock keeps whispering, it's almost 2:30, but sleep won't come. Without I try to close my eyes, but they just replay every word you didn't say. I'm sleepless and blue, drowning in you, in memories I can't undo. I'm sleepless and blue, heart split in two, missing the warmth I once knew. Every tear falls like midnight truth. I'm wide awake, sleepless and blue. Your side of the bed feels colder than before. I reach across the silence, but I'm touching the floor. Your name still glows on my cracked screen like a ghost of something that used to mean everything. I scroll through old messages, reading I love you, like maybe if I read it enough, it'll still be true. The night feels endless without your touch, and loving you still hurts this much. I'm sleepless and blue, lost without you, trying to make it through. I'm sleepless and blue, what did we do? How did forever unravel so soon? Every heartbeat echoes a lonely tune while I hear sleepless and blue. If I could turn back just one night before this silence killed the light, would we still be tangled in sheets and dreams? Or was this always fine of me? I'm sleepless and blue, but I'm learning to breathe. Even when missing you won't let me sleep. The night may hold me, but I'll get through. Even if I'm still sleepless and blue. Sleepless and blue. The sky is fading, morning is near, but I'm still lying here, sleepless and blue. It's quiet in my room tonight, but I still hear you clear, like you're standing in the doorway, even though you're not here. You say my name so softly, the way you used to do, and for a second I forget that I lost you. try to drown the memory with music in my ears, but every melody somehow turns into your voice in here. I tell myself it's over, that I should just move on, but you keep whispering inside me long after you're gone. It's your voice in my head saying, baby, don't cry, telling me you love me even after goodbye. It's your voice in my head calling me back again, like we never broke, like we're still more than friends. I can shut my eyes, but I can't pretend I don't still hear your voice in my head. He used to calm my fears with just a single word. Now silence screams louder than anything I heard. I replay every forever, every late night call, and your laughter echoes down the empty hall. I try to write you out, try to let you go, but your voice keeps answering everything I don't know. Am I holding on to ghosts, or are you holding me? Why does loving you still feel so real to me? It's your voice in my head telling me to stay, saying we were perfect in every way. It's your voice in my head keeping me awake, reminding me of promises you didn't make. I can walk away, but I can't defend my heart from hearing your voice in my head. If I could silence you, would I finally be free? Or would the quiet be louder inside me? Did you leave your echo deep inside my soul? Because no matter where I go, I'm not alone. I still hear you in the dark, but someday soon it won't break my heart. It's your voice in my head, but I'm learning to see that the only voice who can heal me is me. I still hear you in the dark, but someday soon it won't break my heart. It's your voice in my head. It's your voice in my head. It's your voice in my head. We didn't start with matches, we started with a spark. Two lonely hearts colliding in the dark. You pulled me in like wildfire, I let myself ignite. We thought the kind of passion meant it had to be right. Every kiss was reckless, every touch too much. We called it love, but it was just just a rush. We didn't see the warning in the rising smoke. We kept feeding flames until we broke. We were burned by us, by the heat we made, by the words we threw like a grenade. We were burned by us, by the fire in our veins. Now I'm standing in the ashes, calling out your name. We didn't need the world to tear us apart. We were burned by us and our reckless hearts. You said I was your forever. I said you were my home, but forever built on flames can't stand alone. We fought like we were fearless, love like we were blind, never thinking someday we'd run out of time. The same hands that held me pushed me away, and every I'm sorry came too late. We mistook the chaos for something deep, but real love doesn't cut this deep. We were burned by us, by the way we scream, by the shattered glass of broken dreams. We were burned by us, by the sparks we fed. Now all that's left are words unsaid. We thought we were fireproof, we thought we could trust, but we were burned by us. If we had slowed down, would we still survive? If we had loved softer, would we still be alive? Or were we always meant to explode like this? Two broken souls dressed up as a kiss. We were burned by us, but I still feel the heat of the way your heart beat used to match my beat. Maybe we were beautiful, but only in the flame, because sometimes love is just another name for something that shines before it turns to dust. We weren't burned by fate, we were burned by us. We lit the fire. We felt the rush, and in the end, it was just us. I didn't notice when it happened, when the shift began, when loving you start feeling like we had a plan. You still hold my hand in public, still kiss me goodnight, but something's missing in your touch, something's not right. I see it in the way you look, like you're halfway gone, like you're still here beside me, but your mind moved on. You say you're trying, you say it's just a phase, but love shouldn't feel this far away. You're loving me with half your heart, half your soul, half of the promises you used to hold. You're standing here, but you're falling apart, and I can't survive to talk about forever, like it was written in stone. Now forever feels fragile, like something overthrown. You still tell me you care, but your voice sounds unsure. Just tell me the truth. Don't keep me hoping for something you can't do. I'd rather be broken than barely alive, because loving halfway isn't how I survive. I can't keep loving half of your heart. I can't keep pretending when I'm falling apart. If you can't give me the that you are, then I'll walk away, no matter how hard, because I need a love that's whole from the start, not just surviving. On half of your heart, I loved you fully, with every part, but I can't keep breaking on half of your heart. We didn't scream, we didn't shatter, no door slammed that night, just two quiet hearts breaking under dim kitchen light. Your suitcase by the hallway, my tears I try to hide. We spoke in careful whispers like love hadn't died. You said maybe someday, but we both knew the truth. Some endings don't explode, they just loosen the roots. No thunder, no storm, no dramatic cry, just the sound of forever turning into goodbye. It was a soft goodbye, barely made a sound, but it echoed in my chest. When you turned around, it was a soft goodbye. No anger, no fight, just a gentle kind of heartbreak in the middle of the night. Sometimes the quiet ones cut the deepest inside. We didn't fall apart, we just softly said goodbye. Your hand slipped from mine like you were scared to hold, like if you gripped too tightly you'd lose control. We hugged a little longer than friends are supposed this time it felt different, like something we hid. I watched you walk away through the open door, and I knew we wouldn't be us anymore. It was a soft goodbye, no shattered glass, just a love that slowly didn't last. It was a soft goodbye with trembling hands, two broken hearts trying to understand. No blame, no lies, no need to justify. Just two souls and a soft goodbye. Sometimes love doesn't fail, it just fades slow. Sometimes letting go is the only way to grow. I still feel your warmth when I close my eyes, but even warm memories can't survive. It was a soft goodbye, but it changed my life. Turned almost forever into almost wife. It was a soft goodbye, but the silence screams, because the loudest heartbreak is the one unseen. We didn't break in pieces, we didn't even cry. We just stood there quietly and said goodbye. No anger, no blame, just love that couldn't stay. A soft goodbye. I try to hold it together like I'm made of steel, but every time you touch me, I shatter what I feel. You say I'm overthinking, that everything's okay, but I can hear the distance in every word you say. I'm walking on a tightrope over broken trust, one wrong step between us, and everything turns to dust. I snarl like I'm unbreakable, but I'm barely holding on. 'Cause loving you this fragile feels so wrong. I'm made of glass emotions, one crack and I fall. You see the surface shining, but you don't see it all. These glass emotions too hard. Maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe I feel too much. But I'd rather be honest than scared of your touch. If loving me feels heavy, just set me free. Don't keep testing what's breaking in me. Made of glass emotions, but I still shine, even with the fractures running through mine. You may not see the cracks, but they're there inside, and I can't keep hiding what I feel when I cry. Glass emotions, transparent and true. I break too easily when I love you. I'm not weak, I just feel. And glass can sparkle, but it's still real. Maybe I'm too sensitive. And glass can sparkle, but it's still real. I'm not weak, I just feel. And glass can sparkle, but it's still real. I try to hold it together, and glass can sparkle, but it's still real. I'm made of glass, can sparkle, but it's still real. The morning light hits different when you're not by my side. The coffee tastes like nothing since you said goodbye. Your pillow still remembers the shape of your face, but I wake up reaching for empty space. The house feels unfamiliar, like I don't belong. How can somewhere feel so wrong when you're gone? I never knew how loud silence could be until it was just the quiet in me. Without you here, everything's incomplete. Every breath I take feels bittersweet. Without you here, the nights don't end. I keep waiting for a message you'll never send. Without you here, I'm learning to survive, but surviving without you doesn't feel alive. Your laugh still echoes in the hallway walls. I hear it in the distance when the darkness falls. I try to stay strong, put on a brave face, but strength feels fragile in this place. I scroll through old pictures like they might explain how something so beautiful turned into pain. I tell myself I'll heal with passing years, but time moves slower without you here. Without you here, I'm missing more than touch. I'm missing the way you love me so much. Without you here, the world feels cold, like all our dreams were never told. Without you here, I'm half of who I was, because loving you was mine. Because if I could hear your voice just one more time, would it make it easier to say goodbye? Or would it pull me back into what we were? Because even broken love still stirs. Without you here, I'm finding my own light, even though it flickers in the night. Without you here, I'm learning to stand, even when I miss your hand in my hand. Without you here, it hurts, it's true, but somehow I'll grow from loving you. Without you here, the air feels thin, but I'm still breathing, even without him. The clock is glowing 2 a.m. like it's staring back at me. Another night wide open with no place left to be. Your side of the bed is colder than the words we didn't say. I trace the space you left behind, but it won't fade away. The city sleeps in silence, but my heart won't rest. Every memory of you beating in my chest. I tell myself I'm stronger than I was before, but strength feels different on this empty floor. It's tears at 2 a.m., falling like the rain, whispering your name through the pain. Tears at 2 a.m. when nobody sees how much losing you is breaking me. The world moves on by morning like nothing even changed. But at 2 a.m. I still feel everything. Your last I love you still echoes in my head. Was it just a habit or something you meant? I scroll through old messages, reading every line, trying to find the moment you stopped being mine. I said I'd be okay, I said I'd let you go, but the truth is hardest when the night moves slow. I close my eyes to forget, but I just see you clearer. And every little heartbeat brings you nearer. It's tears at 2 a.m., staining my pillowcase, trying to hold on to your fading face. Tears at 2 a.m. when the lights are low, that's when I miss you the most. I'm finding the daylight, I smile like I'm strong, but at 2 a.m. everything goes wrong. If I called you right now, would you answer the phone? Or am I the only one still feeling alone? Do you ever wake up with my name on your breath? Or did you bury us without regret? It's tears at 2 a.m., but I'm learning to heal, even when the silence feels too real. Tears at 2 a.m. won't last forever. One day this hour won't break me like never, but tonight I'll let them fall. I won't pretend, because sometimes healing begins at 2 a.m. Begins at 2 a.m. The clock still glows, the room's still dark, and I'm still here with a broken heart. Tears at 2 a.m. It didn't hit me all at once. No lightning, no storm. Just a quiet kind of hurting, where your love used to feel warm. You still say you care for me, but something's changed inside. There's a distance in your touch that you can't even hide. We sit across the table like strangers without one, trying to pretend we're still fine. It's not a loud heartbreak, not a crashing flame. It's the kind that lingers without a name. It's a slow burning pain underneath my skin, like a fire that won't go out no matter where I've been. Slow burning pain that nobody sees. I'm smiling in the daylight, but just remains this quiet, endless, slow burning pain. You stop reaching for my hand without saying why, and I stopped asking questions, too scared to hear goodbye. We don't fight like we used to, we barely even speak, just too tired hearts growing weak. I replay the early days when we were alive, before loving you started to feel like survival. I keep hoping it's a phase that we'll find our way, but hope feels fragile day by day. It's a slow burning pain that won't let me sleep. It's a slow burning pain that won't let me sleep. Every memory of you cut into deep. Slow burning pain that never explodes, just quietly breaking when nobody knows. I'd rather allow goodbye than this silent strain of living inside a slow burning pill. If you're already gone, just let me see. Don't keep me hanging between, maybe, because the hardest part is not knowing when we stopped being lovers and started pretending. It's a slow burning pain, but I'm still standing here, learning how to face what I fear. Slow burning pain, but it won't define the strength that's building inside this heart of mine. One day this fire will fade to rain, and I won't be living in slow burning pain. It didn't break me fast, it broke me slow. But even slow fires eventually let go. I fall asleep with the TV on, just to drown the quiet. But every time I close my eyes, you're right there in my mind. We used to plan a future like it was set in stone. Now I'm chasing those same dreams, but I'm dreaming them alone. Your pillow's still beside me, like it's waiting for your head. But I'm the only one lying here instead. I thought our dreams were woven too tight to come undone. Now I'm holding threads of what we'd begun. I'm dreaming alone in the middle of the night, reaching for your shadow, but you're out of sight. Dreaming alone of a life we made, of promises we whispered that slowly faded. We built forever, brick by stone. Now I'm left here dreaming alone. I still hear your laughter in the echo of my sleep. We talked about growing old, watching seasons change. Now I'm watching memories rearrange. I wake up with your name caught inside my breath, like my heart forgot you left. The hardest part of losing you is not the goodbye, it's learning how to close my eyes. I'm dreaming alone where you still hold my hand, where forever didn't slip like sand. Dreaming alone of who we used to be, back when love felt safe to me. Every night I fall, but there's no one to catch, just empty sheets and a dream I can't match. If I stop dreaming, will I finally heal? Or are dreams the only place you're still real? Maybe someday I'll sleep through the night without chasing your ghost in the pale moonlight. I'm dreaming alone, but I'm learning to stand, even without your hand in my hand. Dreaming alone, but stronger somehow, even if it still hurts right now. One day my dreams will feel like home, but tonight I'm still dreaming alone. I close my eyes, and there you are. But when I wake up, it's just my heart dreaming alone. Your hands used to be warm, wrapped around mine, like no matter the weather, we'd be fine. Fingers intertwined on late December nights, you'd pull me close and say it'll be alright. But lately when you touch me, there's a chill I can't ignore. Your hands are still the same, but they don't feel like before. I keep trying to hold on to what we had, but warmth doesn't stay when love turns sad. Your cold hands tell me what you won't say, that you're already leaving, even while you stay. Cold hands slipping out of mine, like forever was just borrowed time. I'd rather you let go than hold me like that, because loving half-hearted feels colder than facts. If you're cold hands, we sit across from each other, but don't feel near. There's frost in every silence hanging in the air. You still kiss my forehead, but it feels routine, like something we repeat without meaning. I search your eyes for fire, but all I find is snow. And the hardest part is knowing you won't let me know. If you're already gone, just set me free. Don't freeze my heart next to me. Cold hands pressed against my skin, but they don't pull me closer like they did back then. Cold I don't need perfection, I just need warmth, because love shouldn't feel like a storm. Your cold hands finally let me go, and I stood there shaking in the snow. Cold hands, but you'll survive, 'cause even in winter I'm still alive. One day someone's touch will warm this heart again, but tonight I'm learning to let go of your cold hands. You used to hold me like I was home. Now your cold hands feel like I'm alone. You stood there in the doorway with something in your eyes, like a sentence had written that never said goodbye. Your lips began to tremble, but nothing came out, and silence filled the space between love and doubt. I waited for an answer, for anything at all, but quiet can be louder than a breaking fall. Sometimes the truth isn't what we hear, it's what stays unspoken, hanging in the air. It's the words you never said that echo in my head, all the I still love you left for dead. It's the words you never said that hurt the most, the ones that could have saved us, but turned into ghosts. You walked away in silence, and I'm left instead, haunted by the words you never said. Did you ever almost tell me you were scared to stay? Did you swallow every feeling and let it fade away? Were you waiting for a moment that never came? Or were you already leaving before the rain? I replayed that night over and again, searching for the meaning hidden in your hands. If you had just spoken, would we still be here? Or was your silence crystal clear? It's the words you never said that keep me up at night, every almost confession fading from sight. It's the words you never said that tear me apart, because sometimes quiet breaks a heart. I can handle goodbye, I can handle regret, but I can't forget the words you never saw. Maybe you thought I already knew, maybe you believe silence would do, but love needs a voice, it needs to be heard, and we lost everything without a word. It's the words you never said that still remain, a thousand little echoes of unspoken pain. If you had just told me how you really felt, maybe You didn't say you loved me. You didn't say goodbye. You just let the silence answer for us. We used to fill the empty space with laughter late at night. Now we sit across the table, avoiding every fight. Your phone lights up between us, but you don't look at me. We're speaking in short sentences like strangers used to be. The air feels heavy in this room, like something's about to burst, but nothing breaks as loud as where silence hurts. I'd rather hear you scream, tell me what went wrong, and watch you drift away without a sound. It's where silence hurts, in the space between our hands, where I love you fades and no one understands. Where silence hurts louder than goodbye, when tears fall quietly and no one asks why. We're standing in the quiet, watching love reverse, because sometimes nothing is where silence hurts. You used to tell me everything, your fears, your dreams, your heart. Now I learn about you by how far apart. We don't say we're breaking, we don't say we're done. We just keep pretending we're still one. Your eyes don't hold me the way they did before, and I'm afraid to ask what we're fighting for. If you're already gone, just tell me the truth. Don't let this quiet unravel us in two. It's where silence hurts, when you don't even try, when we lie next to each other and let forever die. Where silence hurts underneath the calm, when love slips out without alarm. We're not screaming, we're not cursed, but the quiet between us is where silence hurts. Maybe we're both scared to say what we feel, because once it's spoken, it becomes too real. But silence builds walls, brick by brick, and before you know it, love can't fix it. It's where silence hurts more than angry words, more than slammed doors or promises blurred. It's where silence hurts, and I can't stay in a love that's fading day by day. If you still want me, break this curse, because I can't survive. Where silence hurts, say something, anything, before the quiet takes everything. We didn't see it coming when the cracks began to show. We thought we were unbreakable, just a little bent, not broke. You used to hold me tightly, like I was your safe place. Now I see hesitation written on your face. We built our world on promises we swore would never part, but even the strongest hands can drop a heart. It wasn't one big moment, it wasn't one mistake, it was 1,000 tiny fractures we didn't know would break it. Love fell apart right in our hands, like sand through our fingers we couldn't command. Love fell apart without a sound. 1 minute we were rising, next we hit the ground. We didn't stop loving, we just stopped being strong. And somewhere in the middle we went wrong. We stopped saying forever, like it meant something real. Started saying maybe, like that's how we feel. You turn away in silence, I pretend not to see. Two hearts slowly drifting from us to just me. I try to hold the pieces you let slip away, but broken things don't fix if both don't stay. I kept hoping you'd fight the way you used to do, but hope feels lonely when it's just you. Love fell apart in slow motion time. We watched it unravel line by line. Love fell apart like glass in the dark, and we were left bleeding from the spark. We didn't mean to lose it, we just didn't know that love needs more than letting it glow. If we could go back, will we hold on tight, or will we speak our fears instead of getting quieter? Or were we always meant to break like this? A beautiful love we couldn't fix. Sometimes love is true, but not meant to stay, and that's the hardest truth. Love falling away. We had something, we really did. Love fell apart like it always did. like it always has. Didn't see it coming. We didn't see it coming. We had something. We had something. We had something. We didn't see it coming. We didn't see it coming. We had something. We had something. We didn't see it. We had something. 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 We had We stood under white roses with trembling hands. You looked into my eyes, said forever was our plan. The chapel bells are ringing like heaven gave consent. We promised every heartbeat would be time well spent. You said for worse or better, like nothing could divide. But forever feels different on the other side. I still hear the way you said I'll never let down. Now those words are scattered on the ground. Broken vows echo in my chest. Every promise shattered, every we were blessed. Broken vows still wear your name. Love dressed in white, now dressed in pain. We swore it would be always, but always somehow fell. Now I'm living in the silence of wedding bells. Your ring still leaves a mark, faint upon my skin, like a ghost of who we were and what could have been. We danced under slow lights with tears of joy. Never thought forever could be destroyed. I replay that I walked step by step, wondering where the love we too blind to see that even vows can't guarantee broken vows, but I don't regret every moment we once met. 'Cause even if forever slipped through our hands, I meant every word when I took that stand. Broken vows, but I still believe that love can be true. Even when it leaves, I wore your last name like it would stay, but even sacred ways can fade away. Fingers used to trace me like you were scared to let go. Every little heartbeat felt like it would always glow. We'd fall asleep together, wrapped up in the dark. Your hands were always steady, guiding my heart. But lately when you hold me, it feels unsure, like your body's still beside me, but your heart's not anymore. I can feel the distance in the space between our skin, like a love is slowly leaving from within. Your fading touch is breaking me apart. You're right here in my arms, but so far from my heart. Your fading touch feels colder every night, like you're holding on to me without holding me tight. I miss the fire, I miss the rush. Now all I feel is your fading touch. You used to pull me closer when the world fell out. Now you barely reach for me when we're in a crowd. Your kisses feel like memories of what we used to be. Soft but unfamiliar, like then I meant for me. I try to close the distance, but it slips away. Because love can't survive if only one wants to stay. I search your eyes for warmth, but all I see is doubt. And I'm scared this is how we burn out. Your fading touch tells me what you want, but you're already leaving, even if you don't. Your fading touch hurts more than goodbye, because you're still here while we slowly die. I don't need perfect, I don't need much, I just can't live on a fading touch. If you still love me, hold me like you mean it. Don't let this silence be the reason, because losing you slowly is harder to face than watching you walk out of this place. Your fading touch is the hardest part, not the worst, not used to hold me like I was home. Now you're fading touch, feels like alone. I didn't see it happening, the way I gave my all. Every little piece of me started to fall. Your voice became my compass, your touch became my truth. I built my world around you like I had nothing to lose. I stopped hearing my own heart when you were in the room. Everything inside me started to bloom. But somewhere in the loving I disappeared too. I wasn't finding myself, I was lost in you. I was lost in you, in the way you said my name. Lost in every promise we couldn't sustain. Lost in you like I had no shore. I give you all of me and still wanted more. I didn't know the cost of loving you so true until I woke up lost in you. Your dreams became my future, your fears became my own. I forgot how to stand when I stood alone. You were my reflection, and every mirror is you. I didn't see myself, only you. When you started pulling back, I didn't understand how I could feel so empty with your hand in my hand. I thought love meant surrender, giving all you do. But love shouldn't mean being lost in you. I was lost in you, in your midnight calls, and the way you would catch me when I'd fall. Like I couldn't breathe. Now I'm learning how to live without your gravity. I thought losing you was the worst I'd go through, but the hardest part was finding me too. Maybe loving you was never wrong, I just forgot to stay strong. Maybe I gave too much without a line, crossed every border that was mine. If I was lost in you, but I'm finding my right peace, bright peace, day by day. Lost in you, but I'm not anymore, because even broken hearts but I won't disappear, being lost. I hear you in the silence, even when you're not around. Like echoes in my ribcage, like a distant sound. The room feels tight and restless, walls closing in on me. Every thought of losing you makes it hard to breathe. Your last words still linger, hanging in the air. I just need some space right now, like I wasn't there. My chest rises and falls, but it doesn't feel right. Every inhale whispers you're leaving tonight. It's heavy breathing in the dark alone, trying to calm a heart that's overthrown. Heavy breathing with tears on my skin, like loving you was a beautiful sin. I'm gasping for answers you won't give. Heavy breathing, just trying to live. I replay the way you looked at me before you turned away. Was there something in your eyes that I didn't say? Your side of the bed feels like a crime scene of promises we made and what they didn't mean. Every memory tightens around my lungs, like all the I love yous are coming undone. I try to steady myself, but I fall apart because missing you is breaking my heart. It's heavy breathing every single night, trying to survive this quiet fight. Heavy breathing when I say your name, like the air itself is filled with pain. I'm choking on the silence, on what we've been. Heavy breathing again and again. If I could just exhale and let you go, would the ache inside me finally slow? Or is this the price of loving too deep, of promises we couldn't keep? It's heavy breathing, but I'm still here, even through the weight of fear. Heavy breathing, but I won't drown, even when my heart is breaking down. One day this pain won't cling to me, and I'll breathe again easily. Inhale, exhale your name. Still there, heavy breathing, but I'll survive. I don't break down in public, I don't let them see. how every little memory still gets to me. I smile when they ask me if I'm doing fine, but they don't hear the shaking hiding in my spine. Your name still lies between my lips at night, but I swallow every syllable before it sees the light. I don't scream, I don't shout, I don't ask you why. I just lie awake with my quiet cry. It's my quiet cry in the middle of the dark, where no one hears my breaking heart. My quiet cry behind closed doors, where I miss you a little more. No dramatic goodbye, no loud goodbye, just tears that fall in my quiet cry. Your picture on the dresser still faces my side, like it knows I'm hurting, but helps me hide. I play the songs we love, but turn them down low, because even melodies don't need to know. I don't call you anymore, I don't beg you to stay, but silence has a way of screaming anyway. They think I moved on, they think I'm strong, but they don't see where I go wrong. It's my quiet cry underneath the sheets, where I feel your absence in every heartbeat. My quiet cry at 3 a.m. when I almost reach for you again. I don't make a scene, I don't even try, I just close my eyes with my quiet cry. Maybe I loved you a little too deep, maybe I planted roots I couldn't keep. Maybe the loudest pain is the one we hide, the one that trembles deep inside. It's my quiet cry, but I'm still here, even through the aching fear. My quiet cry won't last forever, because even broken hearts heal together. One day this whisper will pass me by, and I won't live in my quiet cry. No one hears it, no one knows, but every night it softly shows my quiet cry. The sun goes down, I feel it start, that hollow in my chest. Daylight keeps me distracted, but night won't let me rest. Your side of the bed stays empty, like it's afraid to move, and every shadow in this room still looks like you. I keep the lights on low, like it might make it easier, but darkness always finds me when you're not here. I'm strong in the morning, I'm fine in the light, but everything breaks in fragile nights. These fragile Your hoodie on the chair still smells like rain. I press it to my face like it might ease the pain. I scroll through old photos until my eyes blur, looking for proof we were sure. The clock keeps ticking louder like it's counting regret. Every second without you I can't forget. I tell myself healing takes time. The time feels heavier after midnight. Even shattered pieces can come together. Fragile nights, but I'll survive. Even when missing you feels too alive. One day the moon won't hurt like this, and I won't measure love by what I miss. Daylight saves me, but when it's gone, I'm fragile. All night long. All night long. Fragile nights long. Daylight saves me, but when it's gone, I'm fragile. All night the sun goes down. This fragile night, fragile nights. Oh, these fragile nights, these fragile nights, these fragile nights. Daylight saves me. Oh, and if I'm fragile, I'm fragile. Fragile all night long. Fragile nights. The sun goes down.